Hi everybody, Joe here from SHUTTERSPEAK Photography. I've seen a lot of questions posted on online forums lately about strobes for drones. So if you're a photographer and you have a drone, the FAA allows you to fly your drone here in the United States 30 minutes before sunrise and 30 minutes after sunset. But in order to fly in those time periods, 30 minutes before sunrise, 30 minutes after sunset, you have to have a strobe that's visible for 3 statute miles. Now, I know you're thinking, hey, my drone already has lights on it. Those don't count. They're not visible for 3 statute miles. A lot of people online have been recommending these very cheap $15, $16 strobes that are popping up. They come from China. They're essentially just a bicycle light that has drone stamped on the side. These lights are not visible for 3 statute miles. You're basically just throwing your money away. You buy one of these and you put it on your drone, you're not going to see it any further than you would the lights that come already on your drone. However, if you spend about $20 more, you can get a real high-powered FAA 3 statute mile strobe for your drone that's going to help you be able to pick it up and identify it in the sky. So let me show you the differences, and I think you'll agree why once you see the difference between a $15 strobe and a $35 strobe. Let's get started. Okay everybody, we have here a Mavic 2 Pro drone, and I'm going to show you the what I like to call repurposed bicycle light with the drone strobe stamped on the side versus this unit here, the Firehouse light, that is a more expensive unit, but I'll show you the differences and why you would probably want to pick this over the cheaper unit. So this is a 3-colored strobe, and if you do choose to go with the cheaper strobe, and I know it's in a nice plastic housing, it's kind of aerodynamic, it's got a button here, charging port on the bottom, but here's the thing. When you're using a 3-colored strobe, essentially what you need to do is you need to cut portions of the LED to produce white. So 1/3 of each of these 6 strobes is for the white channel. Okay, so essentially when you're flashing in white, you're only really effectively getting the output of 2 strobes. Now the FAA doesn't say specifically whether you should use red, green, or white. However, red and green do have specific meanings in aviation, as does white. Probably white is the best choice, so I would go with white, and it's certainly going to be the most visible color as you're flying. So I have flown with this. I read the reviews, I read the description. It said it was an FAA, met the FAA requirements of being visible for 3 statute miles. I don't have any scientific evidence to prove or disprove that, but I will tell you that in my opinion, that is highly doubtful that it's visible for 3 statute miles. I've had this on my aircraft, and I could not see that light at all. I could see the lights that came with the Mavic, but I was never really able to see that light. It doesn't strobe bright enough to really be effective. And now let me show you. That's the high intensity white strobe right there. Okay, now you can see it, and I'm sure on the video, because we're flashing a white light at a video camera, it's going to look pretty impressive. But folks, I can look at this LED and actually see the visible parts of the strobe illuminating with my eye. And I really shouldn't be able to do that. I shouldn't be able to look directly into this. It should be like looking into a flashlight, but it's not. So I'm going to shut this off. Now let me turn on this strobe here. This is the Firehouse strobe. Now you'll notice there are 4 strobes on this, and you'll notice the entire LED is now flashing because this only outputs 1 color. Those are also Cree LEDs. They're the highest intensity LED you can buy. and they are super powerful now. You'll probably notice that you can't even see them illuminate, because when they do flash, it blows out the entire frame. So essentially it looks like they're off the entire time and there's just a big white strobe coming from someplace else, but that is that strobe flashing. I cannot look directly at this strobe. If I look directly at it, it puts spots in my eyes. Even looking at it for one flash will put spots in my eyes. It's vastly more powerful using less strobes. But again, we're using the power of 4 strobes. Here we have the functional equivalent with the other cheaper unit of only 2. Here's what they look like side by side. I know it's a little hard to tell with them both flashing at the same time, but when they cycle and get a little bit out of sync, it's probably a little easier to tell. So again, strobe on the left about $16 or so, strobe on the right about $35. In my opinion, save yourself the money. Don't buy the cheap strobe. Put the money towards this better $35 strobe. This is absolutely visible from the air. It's super high powered. I know it doesn't look like much because it's just a circuit board, but the entire circuit board is encased in plastic, a thin plastic. They also sell a 5 strobe model that does come in a housing. It's a little bit bigger unit, and that is apparently, according to the website, visible for 3.5 statute miles and comes with a certificate stating that it is visible for 3.5 statute miles. These are my thoughts on this matter, and I hope you find them useful in making a good purchase decision. If you did find this video helpful, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, also hit like on this video, and leave me a comment letting me know what your thoughts are. Again, I hope this helps, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.